I'm Andrew Wilson, the Technical Manager for ICR Professional Horticulture.
And today I'm going to talk to you about Peters Pure Solutions. Peters is our leading brand of water-soluble fertilisers and consists of Peters Professional, Peters Excel for soft water and Peters Excel for hard water. Peters water-soluble fertiliser sets the world standard for purity, solubility and effectiveness in plant nutrition. Utilising only the cleanest sustainable ingredients to eliminate precipitate build-up, Peters fosters robust growth and high quality results. This results in high solubility, getting all the nutrients your plants need and nothing else. No tank deposits, irrigation line build-up or clogged emitters. Another feature is fast plant response following the application. So Peters is unique. So why is Peters so pure? The purest raw materials are used, no ballast substances. It contains NPK, magnesium and trace elements. Peters Excel for soft water also contains calcium. Peters is very low in sodium and chloride and contains low or no sulfated raw materials. The EC level or conductivity of Peters is very low, and that's surprising considering the high nutrient levels within Peters. A typical Peters product has an EC of 0.7, such as Peters foliar feed. Many standard water-soluble fertilisers have ECs of over 1 and typically 1.2 to 1.4. So looking at the major elements within Peters, the NPK, Peters has very high NPK levels, such as Peters Plant Starter 10, 52, 10, which give powerful results. The nitrogen used is in the appropriate form for the crop, e.g. Peters foliar feed with urea nitrogen for foliar feeding. And the types of nitrogen within the feed, urea nitrogen is contained at high levels, has a very low conductivity and performs well, as I said, for foliar feeding, but also specialist crops such as orchids, and it's taken up well by roots and leaves. Urea nitrogen performs as a foliar feed or a combination of roots and leaf uptake. Nitrate nitrogen is used for soft water applications and also for autumn-winter applications. Ammonium nitrogen is also used, but in smaller quantities. Secondary elements, magnesium and calcium. All Peters products contain magnesium at the optimum level. Higher in soft water products and lower in hard water products, which are added to irrigation waters where magnesium levels can already be high. Calcium is present in Peters Excel for soft water. While important for calcium-demanding crops such as poinsettia, it is increasingly required for the new peat-reduced growing medias, which contain less lime and hence calcium, but also have a lower nutrient buffering capacity. Trace elements. They're required by plants in small quantities, but are just as important to optimum growth and plant quality as major elements such as nitrogen. Many trace elements are metallic cations such as copper and iron, manganese and zinc. They are highly reactive and easily locked up, particularly at the higher pHs encountered with the new peat-reduced and peat-free growing medias. In Peters, these are chelated to ensure they remain available. The trace elements need to be available in the concentrated stock solution, in the irrigation water, and particularly importantly around the plant roots, allowing the nutrients to be taken up. So I mentioned chelates. What are chelates? Chelates are organic molecules that can attach to positively charged ions, such as iron, copper, manganese and zinc. They can prevent the metal from precipitating and thus keep it in solution. The chelates we use in Peters are synthetic, but they're inspired by nature. Synthetic chelates, such as EDTA, have a stronger hold than natural chelates. Citric acid typically has a 3-chlor grip, whereas EDTA has a stronger 4-chlor grip and is also more stable at higher pHs. Trace elements are highly reactive and at high pHs typically precipitate out as sulfates. When trace elements are attached to a chelate, such as EDTA, they remain in solution in the substrate, and when they approach a root hair, they can be taken up by the plant quite easily. Using chelates is particularly important with the new peat-free and peat-reduced growing medias, which typically have higher pHs. It enables the trace elements to be more available to the plant and not locked up. So another way that chelates can help is with foliar applications. And when using Peter's foliar feed, the high levels of chelates within it can really help. For nutrients to be taken up from the leaf, they need to still be in solution. So if they dry out on the leaf, the uptake of nutrients is very much reduced. So we mentioned the pH of growing media, and particularly with peat-free and peat-reduced medias, it can be a bit higher. Well, EDTA, for most of the trace elements, is stable between 2 and 10 pH units. So for copper, it's 2.5 to 10, manganese 3.5 to 10, zinc 2.5 to 10. But if we look at iron, it's only stable between 1.5 pH and 6. So some of these peat-free growing medias are above 6 and approaching 7. So we need to look at another solution for iron to get the best results. So with Peters, to get the best results with iron in these new medias, we turn to a more expensive form of EDTA called DTPA. And this has 5 claws as opposed to the 4 in EDTA. And it means that the iron is now available up to pH 7. And this makes a big difference in the availability of iron to the plant. Iron DTPA is used in all Peters products, whether it's Peters Professional, Peters Excel for hard water, or Peters Excel for soft water. Most other water-soluble fertilizers on the market only use EDTA iron. So when we're looking at the new medias, peat-free and peat-reduced, Peters has a clear advantage here in availability of iron to the plant. Peters further improves the availability of trace elements by including M77, an exclusive chelating formula, as part of its package. M77 improves further the availability of trace elements, but also improves the uptake of them by the plant. It's a well-trusted formula that has been developed over many years of research. So you can see the power of Peters. It's developed from its technical excellence, which is based on years of research and development. And we all know it's not about what we claim on the bag, but what it delivers to the plant. Peters is the perfect product for specialist crops such as poinsettia and orchids, as well as young plants, and also plants in peat-free and peat-reduced situations. But don't take our word for it. Look at some of the testimonials from satisfied customers.